Ever walked down the street when you caught yourself looking at an exceptionally beautiful woman? Or maybe she had some unique feature which made you turn around? Well, today's list is all about inducing that double take, and you won't be disappointed. From the strongest to the tallest, here are 15 real giant Hulk girls you must see. Don't even think about taking on one of these special ladies, as they'll crush you through and through. Before we get started, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe and click the notification bell for more such amazing content. Let's get started. Number 15. Natalia Kuznetsova. Meet the heaviest female bodybuilder in the world, Natalia Kuznetsova. Natalia is no small fry. Weighing 97 kilograms and a height of 170 centimeters, this iron-pumping lady can easily beat most gym rats in a competition of bench pressing. She can easily bench press 165 kilos and squat an incredible 280 kilograms. Let those massive 74 centimeter thighs speak for themselves. Look at her enormous biceps. Yep, those are 47 centimeter guns which are ready to dominate most men out there. It's pretty impressive how she transformed herself from a scrawny 40-kilo 14-year-old into this beastly human. Natalia is one impressive lady. Number 14. ERIKA ERVIN. If you're in the world of fashion, being tall is a serious criterion in being employed as a model. ERIKA ERVIN might have passed that requirement by a large margin. At a height of 205 centimeters, she was crowned the tallest professional model by Guinness World Records in 2011. Also known as Amazon Eve or Babezilla, she was always destined for greatness. Born in a man's body, ERIKA opted for a sex reassignment surgery in 2004. Her shot at stardom wasn't far away because of her tall stature. She appeared on the cover of the Australian magazine Zoo Weekly and also starred in American Horror Story. When she's not acting, she travels the world participating in various height comparison photo shoots and regular modeling gigs. Number 13. Ashley Amazon. Another impressive woman who's not only tall but also talented. Ashley Amazon is an exotic dancer who is 201 centimeters tall and weighs 136 kilograms. The name Amazon in her name is fitting since she can pass herself as one of those Amazonian warriors. Her stature caught the eye of Marilyn Manson, who invited her to perform burlesque. She was also noticed by Miley Cyrus and was part of her dancer lineup. Her body measurements stand at 119 centimeter thighs, 81 centimeter waist and 114 centimeter bust. She's not your average woman for sure. Number 12. YEKATERINA Viktorovna LISINA. Meet the current record holder for world's tallest professional model, YEKATERINA Viktorovna LISINA. At a height of 206 centimeters, it's not surprising how she practically dwarfs most people who stand next to her. She's also held the record for the woman with the longest legs. Just her legs themselves are 132 centimeters tall. That's an incredible 4 feet 3 inches in just leg height. With legs like that, it's only natural to have massive feet to go along with them. Her shoe size is a crazy 47. Let this picture of her footwear give you a better idea. Also, when you're that tall, you're well above most sneezes or coughs, so maybe no need for masks? She was also a basketball player but ended her career in the field and started the world's tallest models modeling agency. Just imagine being married to a woman that tall. If you can't reach the top cupboards, do you call upon your wife to get it for you? Probably a circumstance that might poke a hole in most men's ego. YEKATERINA is happily married to a husband who is way shorter than her. Love doesn't care if you're tall or short, and their relationship sums that up. Number 11. RENTSENKHORLOO BURT. RENTSENKHORLOO BURT has the second longest pair of legs in the world. Originally from Mongolia, she gets her tall genes from her father and mother. Measuring at 6 foot 9 inches, she often finds it challenging to find clothes that can fit her. Being tall also attracted a lot of attention, but mostly the bullying kind initially. Her teenage years were tough for this reason, but ever since she was scouted for modeling because of her height, she has accepted her stature and is happy with who she is. She now says that being tall is beautiful, and we agree. Looks like she's found her life's calling, and we wish her the best. Number 10. GABI GARCIA. GABI GARCIA can pack a punch. At a height of 188 centimeters and weighing 105 kilograms, she's the heaviest MMA woman fighter. As a child, she was very athletic and enrolled herself in various sports like volleyball, field hockey and handball. Her uncle trained in jiu-jitsu, which is when she developed an interest in this style of fighting. GABI GARCIA has won all the MMA fights so far, and it's not surprising why. With her skills and her incredible size, she's become the most dominant Brazilian jiu-jitsu competitor in the female division's history. Number 9. ELISANY to CRUZ SILVA. Remember when we said height doesn't matter when it comes to love? Here's another example of a couple from Brazil who have been dating for a few years. ELISANY to CRUZ SILVA is the tallest girl in her country and was also the tallest teenager in the world at one point in time. She settled at a height of 206 centimeters once she reached 25. Her exponential growth was the result of a tumor in her pituitary gland, which was successfully removed when she was 15. Fortunately, her sporadic growth stopped since then, and she's all set to marry her love, Francinoldo. He's more than a foot shorter than her. Proposing down on his knee was probably not an easy task in this case. The couple is planning to have children together and even okay with adopting a child in case she can't conceive. She's worried that her gigantism might get in the way of her bearing children. But despite this uncertainty, they are all set to live a long and happy life together. Let's wish this wonderful couple all the luck and best wishes, shall we? Number 8. Zhang Ziyu. The next biggest basketball player from China, Zhang Ziyu, has been hailed as the female Yao Ming. When she was 11, she was already 211 centimeters tall, and when she turned 13, her height rocketed to 221 centimeters. At the rate she's going, she'll be overshooting Yao Ming's 229 centimeters in no time. Both her parents are former professional basketball players and have been training their daughter from the age of 5. Her mum, Yu Ying, coaches for the Shandong's provincial women's basketball team. Zhang idolizes NBA star LeBron James and will most likely become a basketball player in the near future. With her height and her family background, that dream is very much a possibility. Number 7. Sandy Allen. Sandy Allen might be familiar to some, but she's recognized as the tallest woman in the world by Guinness World Records. She was an incredible 231 centimeters, and this made her famous. Just like ELISANY, her uncontrollable growth was due to a tumor in her pituitary gland, which caused growth hormone to be released in excess. Fortunately, at the age of 22, she underwent surgery to remove the tumor, and her growth spurt has spotted since then. Her fame got her screen time as well. She appeared in Fellini's Casanova and a documentary film called Being Different. During the latter part of her life, she had to rely on a wheelchair heavily since her legs and back couldn't support her height and weight. Sadly, most people with gigantism have a shorter lifespan due to all the medical complications that come with it. Rest in peace, Sandy. Number 6. Yao Defen. The title for the tallest woman in the world came to Yao Defen after Sandy Allen. Yao Defen was born to poor farmers in the town of Liuan in Shucheng County. At the peak of her height, she was 234 centimeters. A lot of companies tried to train her to be a sports star, but ultimately the plan was abandoned since she wasn't strong enough to be an athlete. She kept growing throughout her childhood, which prompted her to seek a doctor when she was 15. Doctors were able to diagnose the issue, but since her family was poor, they couldn't afford the cost of the surgery. Her sporadic growth was similar to Sandy's condition. The surgery was performed in 2002, and the tumor was finally removed. Number 5. MACI CURRIN. MACI CURRIN has been hailed as having the world's longest female legs and the longest legs on a teenager by Guinness World Records. The Cedar Park, Texas resident is currently 6 feet and 10 inches tall, and about 60% of that height comes from her legs. 60%! That's more than half her frame. Though she was never bullied for having long legs, she was, however, bullied for being taller than everyone else. But with 2 new world records under her belt, she hopes that other tall women will appreciate and be comfortable with their own height. Number 4. Holly BURT. This 20-year-old design student from Florida might just have America's longest legs. Just her legs reach about 126 centimeters from hip to heel. Want to date this beautiful tall lady? Tough luck. She only dates men who are over 6 feet and 3 inches, but can you blame her? If you're tall enough, you might just be lucky enough to win her over. Number 3. Elizabeth Liz Cambage. Elizabeth Liz Cambage is an Australian professional basketball player who plays for the Las Vegas Aces, for the WNBA and the Australian Opals. But of course she's on this list because she's a tall woman and not for her credentials, as impressive as they are. 203 centimeters in height and 98 kilos in weight, her stature has made her a very successful player in her field and also one of the highest paid in the world. Like most people on this list, she too was teased in school for her height. Seeing the rough patch that her daughter was going through, her mom suggested that she take up basketball in a way to make new friends. Look at her now. Number 2. Margot Didek. Margot Didek was a Polish basketball player who was famous for being the tallest professional basketball player in the world. Standing at 7 feet and 2 inches tall, she was towering over all her fellow players. She played for the Los Angeles Sparks and also coached the Queensland Basketball League as well. Unfortunately, she passed away on 27th of May 2011 due to cardiac arrest. Number 1. MALEE DUANGDEE. This is the tallest woman in Thailand. From a very young age, she was growing at an incredible rate. Doctors recommended that she take injections every 3 months to stop this uncontrollable growth, but these shots would set her family back $3,200 each time. Unfortunately, her family couldn't afford this steep price, and she continued to grow as a result. At her tallest, she was 212 centimeters and weighed 130 kilograms. She passed away at the age of 24 from a heart attack. And that's all the tallest woman on this list. Do you know any tall woman in your life? If so, let us know your story in the comments. Also, be sure to hit the like button, share and subscribe. Bye!